Hey everyone, today I got for you a 3v3 on Kurav City, Crucible Mod. This is all real players, so pretty cool. Crucible Mod's a lot like Ultimate Apocalypse, so if you guys are familiar with that. But yeah, just a pretty cool 3v3 with real players, all experience, all know what they're doing, and I really like Crucible Mod. You get the big fights, and the animations are a lot better, and the game just looks a lot better. So I'm just a big fan of Crucible Mod, and Crucible Mod just keeps getting better and better. So I'm a big fan of it. I'm playing Imperial Guard. Imperial Guard has a really fun build order, and it's pretty much the only faction I play now. I don't really play Dark Eldar anymore. Dark Eldar, it's a lot. You have to know your matchups. You have to really know your matchups to play Dark Eldar. So I kind of dropped it. I still play Dark Eldar every now and then, but I'm not. I don't know if Dark Eldar is my main anymore. Anyways, another Imperial Guard player, Space Marine, Tau. And yeah, I guess that's it for the intro. Everyone's pretty good, and yeah, I guess that's it. Now, this is the kind of map where you don't expect to play Crucible Mod on. In my opinion, this isn't enough land. This isn't enough land to build like crazy stuff. Like a lot of level 4 stuff won't. A lot of level 4 vehicles won't fit on this map. But it was still fun. This was actually the second match we did together with real players. We did a rematch, and the first match was very standard, I would say. So I decided not to record that one because it was just very, very standard. If you watch like any other Crucible 3v3, you've seen it before. So I decided not to. I don't think I'm going to record that one. And yeah, I think this one's alright. So a popular thing in Crucible Mod is teching. Not many people do an actual level 1 fight. So level 1 fights are pretty rare, which is why I decided to go full level 1. I decided to do a full level 1 Imperial Guard. But you still have to tech or you're screwed. So I still decided to tech. So I went for the Commander. The Commander is dirt cheap. You can upgrade it. And what's great about Commander is it can spawn units, which is great for map control. If you want map control, you definitely want to make the Commander and just start spawning units.
I am here to purge the unclean.
Now we were on voice call, but a lot of them didn't speak English, so we were just kind of winging it. And I had no idea what these guys' plans were. I had no idea what this guy's plan was. I had no idea what this guy's plan was. They both went for a HQ opening, which is incredibly greedy. Especially on this map, it only takes like a minute to go from player to player. So I think that's pretty greedy. The other players, I would say, play standard. They do level 1 stuff. Yeah, I would say they all do actual level 1 stuff. The Tau player was just really slow. So I would say the Tau player was just slow. He was a lot slower than us. But here I make a bunch of conscripts and commissars. With this much economy, I can make commissars like all day. So it's whatever. Usually the level 1 commanders are garbage. So, but if if they're going straight to level 2, they usually don't have a commander. The Space Marine guy went straight for Devastators, which is not a bad idea at all, actually. Devastators are really, really strong. Devastators are really strong in every mod. So you see this heavy weapon team just mowing down my conscripts. And my conscripts have very low morale. So their morale should break soon. I did manage to decap that point. Even the scouts are just mowing down my units. I got the tech priest in melee combat. That was a tech priest there. This commander here can spawn tech priests anywhere on the map. So, and tech priest has commander armor. So I was like, eh. See, these tech priests here I spawn using her ability, which is pretty useful. I will say, microing these commanders and also doing economy was really hard. As you can see here, I'm starting to float, and it's hard to spend money while fighting and using abilities. So my micro wasn't, it could get better. I do like this flamethrower opening from the other guardsman. I think that's fine. Here I didn't want to lose this upper part of the map, the top part of the map, because if you lose that, you're definitely screwed. Whoever controls the top part usually wins. So, I did manage to kill quite a few guys. I killed some scouts and killed some stealth suits. So I think this wasn't a total failure. I do like the grenade upgrade. Grenades are actually really good in this game. I think all the grenades are great. You just have to remember to use them. That's my problem. I would get the grenade upgrade, then never use it. But yeah, the turret did its job. All this did its job. So, and now they're going to take a while to cap. And while they're capping, I can finally get my stuff together. Yeah, these two players here, economy boom super hard. All this guy made was like, this guy made one squad of mandrakes and that was it. This guy made like 2 squad of sisters, which costs basically nothing. This part here didn't make any sense to me. He sends these guardsman squad, I guess to see, I guess he's scouting. But with guard you can scout with the scan. So this part here didn't make a lot of sense to me. Guard at level 3 does unlock deep strike. So it could have been a deep strike. But hard to tell. Conscripts aren't allowed to have heavy weapons. They're not allowed to have better, stronger weapons. So if you see a squad with a really strong weapon, then it's definitely not conscripts. It's a normal squad of guardsmen. Now here I get level 2, and level 2 you get meltas. But the graphics set on low, you actually don't see the meltas. But you'll notice the buildings and vehicles go down pretty quick. So that's me with the meltas. Here they control a good chunk of the map. Yeah, they definitely control. They control like, you know, I would say they control like 60% of the map. So usually in a game like this, when someone controls 60%, that's usually a game over. Usually.
Plasma fire.
Okay, pretty much everyone's level 2 or higher. So that's good. I do like this Devastator opening. I think that's fine. You can get away with that. And upgraded Devastators are actually one of the strongest units in the game. So it's fine. Here I decided to fight. I was getting bored and I decided to fight something. And there's no way I can fight those Devastators. It's just... my guard... this entire army would die in 2 seconds. So... here I got the Commissar. I got the Commissar and these guys. And I do have the Melta. I know it doesn't... you can't see it, but I do have the Melta. I do take out this LP3, which was... this is mostly just... this is level 1 units. Level 1 units taking out an LP3. So that was pretty cool. And these guardsmen aren't even that upgraded. I think I have 1 upgrade so far, and that was it. So you see this Chimera go down pretty quick. And this is actually a really expensive vehicle. This is a very expensive vehicle and it goes down really quick. So these Meltas are no joke. The Space Marine guy sends in a Dreadnought, and the Dreadnought's a lot stronger. So here I thought the Chimera would shoot upwards. I thought it would shoot up here, but it didn't. I was really hoping the Chimera would shoot up, but it doesn't. Here I got an Exorcist, Sisters level 3, and I think they're even level 4. Yeah, they're level 4. "10-minute level 4. It's pretty good. But, very little map control. So here I use my Chimeras to do some damage. They're definitely throwaway vehicles, and plus since I am doing a full level 1, I can go inside the Chimeras and run around. So I was able to take out 1 Chimera, but I couldn't take out you know, all this. I'm surprised my Guardsmen lasted that long. Guardsmen are pretty much useless in this mod. They lose to everything. They can take out buildings, but other than that, they really do lose everything. Fully upgraded Guardsmen are not that good, to be honest with you. Here's the Sisters strategy. I noticed people do this a lot in Unification too. So this is also a Unification strategy. And this is the only thing he makes. He only makes these Lightning Fighters. What's weird is, I think these Lightning Fighters are a level 2 unit, and he goes level 4. Maybe he goes level 4 for the economy bonuses. I'm not sure. So I tried to take out his vehicle with 3 of mine, and that didn't work. This vehicle here was really expensive, and he ended up taking out my vehicles. My 3 vehicles weren't strong enough to take out his 1. There you go. This is actually really hard to deal with because Lightning Fighters are anti-aircraft. They're probably one of the best anti-aircraft in the game. and it is pretty hard to deal with. The only downside of Lightning Hawk is they have low armor, so they're very fragile. They're not hard to kill at all. Space Marine has their anti-aircraft vehicle. These Lightning Hawks are super fast, so they're hard to micro. Also, we decided to push, you know. I'm also using the tunnel ability. I'm using this one listening post to teleport my army around. So I'm teleporting my army around using that. And this is a really good distraction. You do have to focus this down, or you will lose everything. See how strong this anti-aircraft vehicle is. It's supposed to be designed specifically to kill these. It does good damage, but I guess, yeah, one vehicle isn't strong enough to take out like 6 of them. I do like this turret in the drones. That's a good idea. Here he's got these nunchucks. Not really sure. I think they're a level 4 unit. I think. Oh, here I scan. I noticed they don't have a whole lot. This right here is like a level 2 army at best. So I was actually pretty confident I could take this out. Yeah, just a crap ton of lightning strikes. If these Devastators were upgraded, they could probably one-shot these vehicles. Devastators are really good. Wow, Barracudas actually do good damage to these. But yeah, this is a really hard thing to deal with. And I wanted to record this one because the first match we did was very standard. It was very by the books. And I thought this one was a bit more interesting. It's very rare that one player beats 3 players. Especially at map control. These guys have complete map control and they're still struggling, which is very rare. So I go for heavy weapon teams. I'm pretty sure Devastators are better than heavy weapon teams, but it was my only real unit. If I go level 3, I'll make the sniper. The sniper can take out the Devastators no problem. So once I get to level 3, I'm not worried about the Devastators anymore. But yeah, if these guys are upgraded, they could probably one-shot these vehicles. Space Marine's anti-vehicle is really strong. And then you got these Hydra from Imperial Guard. And here's Tau. Again, Tau was pretty slow, so his isn't, he's not the strongest player. These lightning strikes are going down though, piece by piece. There's my deep strike. So I unlocked deep strike now, and I'm super behind. Everybody's like level 4, and I'm like barely level 2. I'm just now level 2, so I'm very, very behind. Here's 3 anti-aircraft vehicles. Seems like they're having a lot of trouble keeping up. And these listening posts do a lot of damage to vehicles. So there was like 10 of these, now there's 4. So they are taking them down. They are going down bit by bit. Losing any listening posts in Crucible is massive. That's a really big deal. Economy is everything. So losing one listening post can lose you the game. So this is very painful. And Dark Eldar decided to go for artillery and also stealth. Dark Eldar is actually really strong. Especially, they have one of the strongest late game. They have one of the strongest late game for sure. But he decided to go for artillery, which is kind of weird. I feel like one Assault Marine Terminator can take out all this. All you need is one Assault Marine Terminator squad, and it'll be all of it be down. I do like this teamwork. They're building, they're building stuff in each other's bases. It's nice teamwork. Here I move my heavy weapon teams up. Heavy weapon teams are definitely your go-to anti-vehicle for guard. They're better than the Meltas. And I also use heavy weapon teams for harassment. You can see me harassing. I'm harassing. Honestly, if this building here was fully garrisoned, it could probably take out all this. The garrison does a lot of damage. They are getting hurt. These are brand new vehicles and they're in the red. So there is some damage being done. Oh yeah, I should mention that Devastators are really expensive. I think they're like 100 points each, which is a lot. Even with this much economy, 100 points each is quite a bit. But yeah, Dark Eldar finally left his base. I think Guard easily could have survived this. These missile turrets are a nice start. I think they could have easily survived this if they had, heavy weapon teams, the whole 9 yards. If all these buildings were garrisoned, I think they would have been fine. These really should be LP3s by now, especially if you're teching. If you're teching, these really have to be LP3s. LP3s are very affordable with this economy. And my economy is actually bad. Plus 200 is bad. You think plus 200 is good, but it's actually really bad.
Objective secured. What now?
Yeah, I think Guard. There was a lot of ways Guard could have dealt with this. I think he panicked. The first time we fought, he went straight for like Titans, which isn't the worst thing ever. Going straight for Titans is something a lot of people do. Especially Necrons. Necrons go straight for Titans. That's usually what they're... if you're playing Necrons, you go for Titans. See, these heavy weapon teams are just decimating. These heavy weapon teams are actually doing more damage than the Hydra, which is weird. I never would have guessed that the heavy weapon team would do more damage than the Hydra. Hydras are pretty expensive. This guy here sends a bunch of Kroot over. He sends a Kroot Shaper squad to attack Dark Eldar, which not a bad, Kroot Shaper squads are pretty strong. It's not a bad plan, honestly. What's funny is this Imperial Guard player was giving us a really hard time when we fought him. In the first match he gave us a really hard time. But now he's like really panicking. Yeah. Honestly, all these players should have deep strike. They should have deep striked everything, and that would have been a lot better. That's my 2 cents. And here it's over. This build order is very strong. It's a very strong build order. But he does have no. I do want to mention that he does have no defenses. He's got these buildings here would take forever to take out, but he does have no defenses. Also, when it comes to Crucible, I do want to say that you really should put these generators next to your listing posts. If you put these generators next to your listing posts, you do get a bonus in economy. So you could have actually done a lot more if he put these generators next to his listing post. Also, we were playing with large population. Now you might not. Now you might think that large population is unfair because of this. You know, you can do this sort of thing. You can really abuse large population, but at the same time, everyone had access to it, so it's hard. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to call it unfair. Everyone could have done this opening, and I messed up my words. My plan was to actually do the same thing. I was actually making Valkyries. You can't really see it, but my plan was to make Valkyries, which would have been this basically. I think Guard has like a level 4 or level 5 airplane unit, and I could have went around and did some real damage. And yeah, that's basically it. I got the Mechanized Command, which is my level 2 building. I got my Lehman Russ building. This building here is only for Lehman Russ upgrades. Pretty cool. This here gives me more economy and a vehicle healer. I can make a vehicle healer in this vehicle that goes around healing everything. Yeah, I got my buildings next to my listing posts. I'm not sure how close they have to be for the bonus to activate. I couldn't tell you. Oh wow, Dark Elder unlocked. This is basically their relic unit. Their relic unit is a building that is basically a giant turret. You can't buy units inside this building. It's only for I don't think Dark Elder has access to nukes. I think this building here is equal to their. This is supposed to be their nuke. You do get nukes in Ultimate Apocalypse, and I've seen some people rush nukes, especially Necrons. Necrons are really good at rushing nukes. Anyways, that was a real Crucible match. I think I did alright. I decided to put an HQ right where that guy did. Kind of out of spite. Also, I was floating really hard, and I did need to put an HQ down. And yeah, I got my Basilisk here. Basilisk, pretty cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. I was very proud of this. I think I did alright. I didn't get a lot of kills, but I distracted 3 players. You know, 3 players were up here, and I distracted them. And I think that gave us enough time to, I did pose as a threat to them. You know, I was killing Space Marines and stuff. And I think that gave us enough time to win. You know, distracting people is really strong in this game. So, I think I gave us enough. I distracted them long enough to get the win. what's funny is Dark Eldar. His build order took so long that the game was over by the time he came out of his base. So really, it was a 2v3 because Dark Eldar really didn't do anything. But yeah, we won basically a 2v3, and we didn't have map control either. The enemy had map control, so it was a 2v3 with no map control, and we still got it. That's why I like Crucible. It's you can do anything, even in a situation like this, you can still win. So pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. I've been rambling on for a while. Hopefully you liked it. I do plan on playing with these guys more and hopefully getting more footage. So hopefully you like this sort of thing. Bye.